Welcome back, viewers. Let us check out the history and the data about the CDE desktop, that is the common desktop environment. So I have opened the SourceForge page for the CDE desktop environment, and the Wikipedia page is also there. So let us first check out the sourceforge.net web page. So the common desktop environment was created by collaboration of Sun, HP, IBM, DEC, that is the Digital Equipment Corporation, SCO, Fujitsu and Hitachi. It is used on a selection of commercial Unix, and it is now available as open source software for the first time. So it is based on the X11 desktop environment. You can check out more about this. So it will open up the homepage of CDE desktop. So these are some project samples. You can see how the desktop looks. So it is under the desktop environment and window manager category, and the license is GNU library or the lesser general public license version 2. So let us go and click on the link given here. So this will open up the home page. So this is the home page of CDE wiki on sourceforge.net. So there are some original reference platforms for the CDE desktop. The supplier is DEC, Alpha Station 200, OS was Digital Unix version 4, Fujitsu had DS 97000, and the OS was UXP DS V20L10. HP had its own platform HP 9007/7XX, HP UX 10.01, IBM has RS 6000 platform with the AIX 4.2. Novell had platform Intel 486 Pentium, and the OS was Unixware 2.02. Sun had the Spark Station with the Solaris 2.4 operating system. So all these original equipment manufacturers came together to form the CDE desktop. So these are the projects members of the CDE desktop, that is open source now. This is the team, and further maybe there are some more members in the all members link. Yes, you can see here all the members have been listed here. Now let us go over to the common desktop environment Wikipedia page. So the common desktop environment is a desktop environment for Unix and OpenBMS systems based on Motif widget toolkit. It was part of the Unix 98 workstation product standard and was for a long time the Unix desktop associated with the commercial Unix workstations. It helped to influence early implementations of successor projects like KDE and GNOME. So it influenced the KDE and GNOME desktop environment, which largely replaced the CDE following the turn of the century. It was first released as a free software on August 6, 2012 under the GNU Lesser General Public License. And after the release of CDE as a free software, CDE has been ported to Linux and BSD derivatives. So the history of CDE desktop is given here. You can go and read. So these companies HP, IBM, Sun and USL came together to develop this desktop. After its release, HP endorsed CDE as a new standard desktop for Unix and provided documentation and software for migrating HP View customizations to CDE. In March 1994, CDE became the responsibility of the new OSF, which is a merger of Open Software Foundation and Unix International. In September 1995, merger of Motif and CDE into a common project CDE Motif was announced. OSF became the part of the newly formed Open Group. In 1997 February, Open Group released their first major version of CDE version 2.1. Red Hat Linux was the only Linux distribution that proprietary CDE was ported to. In 1997, Red Hat began offering a version of CDE licensed from the Trial Corporation. In 1998, Z Graphics, a company specializing in the X windowing system, offered CDE Desktop bundle with Red Hat Linux called Z Graphics Maximum CDE/OS. These were phased out and the Red Hat moved to the GNOME Desktop. Until about 2000 year, the users of Unix desktops regarded CD as the de facto standard. But at that time, other desktop environments like the GNOME and the K desktop environment too were quickly becoming mature and widespread on the Linux systems. So this was the K desktop environment. The small picture is there for you to see. In 2001, Sun Microsystems announced that they would phase out the CD as a standard desktop in Solaris in favor of GNOME. Solaris 10, released in 2005, includes both CD and GNOME based Java desktop system. The Sun Solaris project began around the same time but did not include CD and had no intent to make Solaris CD available as open source. The original release of Solaris 11 in 2011 contained only GNOME desktop as standard desktop, though some CD libraries such as Motif and ToolTalk remained for a binary compatibility, but Solaris 11.4 released in August 2018 removed the support for the CD desktop environment and the background services. And this is the names of the systems that provided the CD proprietary desktop, that is IBM AIX, Digital Unix, HP UX, ERIX, OpenVMS, Solaris, True64 Unix, UNIXware, UXP DS, and the Red Hat Linux. And there is some licensing history and the release under the GNU LGPL license and development under the CD project. In March 2014, the first stable release of CD version 2.2.1 was made since the release as a free software. Beginning with the version 2.2.2 released in 2014, CD is able to compile until FreeBSD 10 with the default client compiler. Since version 2.3 released in July 2018, CD uses the TIR-PC on Linux, so the port mapper RPC bind does not need to be run in secure mode. It does not use Xprint anymore, but can be compiled on the BSDs without installing. First, a custom version of Motif multi-head display support for Zynorama has been improved. Since it released as a free software, CD has been ported to Linux distributions like Debian, Red Hat, Slackware, Ubuntu, FreeBSD, NetBSD, OpenBSD, OpenIndiana, Sun Solaris. And the future goals of CD project include increased portability to more Linux, BSD and Unix platform, further internationalization of CD desktop into other languages. So you can see here the old systems on which the CD desktop used to run. There are two desktops, HP 9000 C360 and HP 9000 B180L desktop. So now let us move over to the actual desktop. We have now logged in into the Sparky Linux. The login screen of Sparky Linux has an option to change the desktop. It is at the bottom left side. So we had installed the Plasma Linux or the Plasma desktop of Sparky Linux, and now the CDE desktop has been added to the list of the sessions available. So we choose the CDE desktop and then we will input our user password to be logged into the CD desktop. So look, the CD desktop still looks like it was in the year 2000 or before that. There is not much change, and you can see this motif design is still there. Okay, so now this is the help viewer. So on login, the help viewer comes on the top. So window of help viewer is open and the file manager is open with the login SAM. So it's very simple. So basic desktop skills, the desktop at a glance and how to get help. So you can directly start reading this small help and then get on with your work on CD desktop. So it has been properly explained how to minimize a window, how to maximize a window, how to restore a window, double click what happens when you double click mouse button on the icon, how to change the customizations of the desktop, the style manager, how to make it work. Everything has been explained here. So what we will do is we'll keep this minimized. Now let us check out the file manager. So this is the desktop. If you want to go back or go up, you have to click on this. Then this is the documents folder. Again click here, it will go back, or we can say go up in the hierarchy. Then this is the music folder. Just it is like any common desktop. The home folder is there in any Unix system. This is the way the home folder is arranged: pictures, public, gallery. So I will not go in much details now. I will minimize this. Now you see this is the desktop. You have got this two minimized windows, that is the help view and SAM. Below there is a dock. This is the clock. So we can check out the clock. No, you cannot maximize it. You can just view it here only. This is the calendar. Yes, calendar can be minimized. So the RPC command cmsd is not responding for your username. Make sure the inet ed this is process is running and the entry in the inetd config for the RPC cmsd is correct for your host. You can have a, I think this is a week view. You can have a, this is the week view, and what is this? This is I think the month view or what? Yes, this is the month view. This is week view. This is the complete month view, and what is this? Okay, not able to get what this is, but this is month view. This is the week view, and this is the day view with the months given here. Okay, I will close this. How to close it? Okay, so for closing you have to go in the menu at the top left and choose the close button. Okay, what is this? Let us see. Okay, this is the file manager. What is this? I think this is the text editor. Okay, so it is a simple text editor. Close this down. No, this is I think the email client. Yes, this is the email client called mailer. Okay, there are some issues. We will have to configure this properly, but just the basic default install. This is what you get in the CDE desktop. I think you will require some configurations to be done. What is this? Okay, so these are the workspace features. So right now we are in the workspace 1. We can switch over to workspace 2, 3 and 4. What is this? This is I think the exit. Then this is I think the printer. Yes, so this is the print manager or the print job manager. Okay, then what is this? Okay, so this is the style manager. So we can choose the colors. Right now the default palette is there. We can go over to the, okay, so the selected palette will take effect at your next session. Okay, I will just close. Then what is the backdrop? So we can change over the backdrop. Lattice, leaves, I think this is good. Let us apply. Yes, no backdrop. Old characters, paven, let us apply this. This looks good. Pebbles, pine stripe, rake sand. So I think the pebbles, yes, pebbles is looking good. I will apply, and then in the keyboard, the default keyboard is there. You can change the click volume. Sound is increasing, and the auto repeat is set yes, so it can auto repeat. Let us check out the mouse. So you can change to the right or left hand profile. Button 2 can be configured for transfer or adjust. You can change the double click sensitivity, acceleration of the mouse, the threshold of the mouse. Okay, so the clicks are working. Left click is working. Okay. Then let us check out the beep. So the beep volume is set for 50. We can reduce it to 20. Tone is okay. Duration 0.1 second. Let us go for 0.4 seconds. This is the screen style manager for screen. So blank screen right now. So I think this is the screensavers. Yes, it is a screensaver. So screensaver is right now on. The different screensavers are available. Fireworks. So the spinning lines, swarm of bees, wiggly worms. I will keep this wiggly worms. Then the timer to start the saver 10 minutes and the time per saver is 3 minutes. Screen lock, you can set it on or off, and the start of the screen lock after 30 minutes. So this is a basic screensaver. And what is this? Yes, the Windows behavior. So click in Windows to make it active, point in a Windows to make it active. So these are the two options to make any window active. Raise window when made active. Allow primary windows on top or show contents during move. And in window icons, use icon box, place on workspace. Then let us open on the startup. The style manager for the startup. Resume current session, or you can return to the home session. Logout confirmation dialog is yes, you can set it off and set home session. Okay. So this was the style manager. I will now close this. What is this? So this is the info lib book list. So here you can check out the complete user guide and other documentation for the CDE desktop. Even the product glossary is also there. You can just go through it. It will take some time. I will not go into this because it will be very long. So I will now close this. Yes. Then what is this? So this is a trash can. Okay. So it's nice. It is very light. Let us check out. The workspace menu has options for the shuffle up, shuffle down, refresh, minimize, restore front panel. Okay, so we'll just restore the front panel. So if you want to take away the panel from your work or it is distracting you, you can minimize the front panel. So this is quite new. We have never seen such a thing. Of course, there are options to minimize the panel in GNOME, in other desktops. In KDE also you can minimize the panel, but the way it is done here, it is very different. It is not like in any other desktop. And if you click just this arrow on top of the information icon, you can see the information manager, desktop introduction, front panel help, help manager, and on item help. So on item help will give specific help regarding any item of the desktop. Now what is this? Let us click on the exit button. So okay, so it is offering you to log out from the desktop. Your current session will be restored upon login. Application updates you are not saved will be lost. And do you want to continue logout? I will say cancel. Now let us check anything is there that we have not checked. So we have got, yes, the terminal is there. Let us check out if the update happens in the terminal and how the terminal looks. What is this? So terminal is not opening. I don't know why. We require to read through this documentation to understand the desktop because for first time I'm using a desktop like this. CDE desktop I never used earlier. Here this light is blinking, but it is not starting up the desktop. Let us see if anything is there. Any other thing that is pending? No. With this, I think I should stop the video here. See you in the next video where we will check out any other desktop like this that are not debuted on YouTube, because I have never seen this desktop on any of the sites like YouTube. Okay, then see you in the next video with another desktop. Bye.